Are you interested in submitting an O1 case for extraordinary ability to USCIS? Are you confused as to what the difference is between a change of status and a consular process is? Well, what I'm looking to do today is try to help clarify what the difference is between a change of status and a consular process. So let's say you're submitting an O1 case and you want to do it as a change of status. That requires that you be here in the United States on some other non-immigrant status. Right? So let's say you're here, for example, on a tourist visa, or you're here on a student visa, or maybe you're here on an H-1B on an L1, and you're looking to change your status to an O1. The way that it would work is you submit a petition to USCIS using a form I-129. Using that form, you indicate that you want to change your status over to the O1. So USCIS, let's say, right, they approve your case. When they approve your case with a change of status, your status is automatically changed from whatever status you previously had to the new O1 status. Okay, what are some important things to keep in mind? When you have a change of status pending, you cannot leave the United States. If you leave the United States, you're abandoning that change of status, right? What else is important to know? When you request a change of status, it's just that you're changing your status. That doesn't mean that you have a visa approved in your passport, right? So currently, in order to get a visa approved in your passport, you have to do that outside of the United States. So for example, let's say you submitted a change of status and your status changed over to O1, you're living here, you're happy, that's great. But you need to leave the United States for some reason. You need to go back home, or you want to go on vacation outside of the country, something like that. In order to leave the country, right, you have to make an appointment at the embassy in your home country or your last country of residence in order to come back. So in order to get back into the country, you need to have that visa actually stamped in your passport. Otherwise, you won't be allowed back into the country just with the approval from USCIS. So what's really important to know is change of status. It's great if you're already here in the United States and you don't want to leave, you can go ahead, do that change of status. But the moment that you want to leave, in order to come back in, you will have to make that appointment at the embassy outside the United States to get the visa stamped in your passport that you will present at the airport to CBP in order to be admitted back into the country, right? Your second option is just the consular process from the beginning. So let's say you're not in the United States, you are living in your home country, or you're living in another country where you now reside, you can do what's called a consular process. So your case is still submitted here in the United States to USCIS, but the difference is once you get that approval from USCIS, you're going to take that approval notice, you're going to go directly to the consulate, make your appointment, and that's when you'll get your visa stamped in your passport and you'll be allowed into the country on that O1 visa, right? So every case is specific. It's really important to speak to an attorney regarding your case specifics. That we're just talking here in general terms, but always keep in mind that those are the differences between a change of status and a consular process, and based on your situation, one or the other may be best for you. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to contact us at info@abexurelaw.com.